Hey everyone, this is a video answer key for the Unit 6 practice for the summative assessment coming up. Okay, so the first question says, use greater than or less than or equal sign to compare 4 and -1. Remember that on a number line, the negative numbers are to the left of the positive numbers, and the further you move to the left, the smaller your numbers are getting. So positive 4 is going to be greater than -1, so we want the greater than there. Okay, same thing for question 2 here. We're going to compare using the greater than or less than or equal signs to compare. 0 is to the right of -35. So 0 is greater than -35. Be careful here. A lot of times we want to think that 0 is smaller than all of the numbers, but it's bigger than all of the negative numbers. When you're comparing 0 to a negative number, 0 will always be larger. Okay, again, looking at number 3, same thing. We're using these symbols to compare -15 to -42. So think about your number line. This one can be tricky. Here's 0. Remember, -15 is going to be closer to 0 than -42. Therefore, -15 is larger than -42. This one's a little bit tricky. You have to think backwards of what you do with normal positive numbers. So -15 is going to be greater than -42. All right, for question 4, we're going to fill in this chart. So the integer is -12. We want one more than that. In other words, we're adding 1 to -12. Remember, you can use your calculator on this section, so go ahead and use that. Take advantage of that, machine. All right, so -12 plus 1 is -11. So be careful there. 1 less than -12, -12 minus 1 would be -13. And then the opposite of -12 is positive. Remember, opposites are just the same number with the opposite sign. So if we have a negative sign here, its opposite will be positive. All right, -2. 1 more than -2 is going to be -1 because -2 plus 1 is -1. 1 less than -2 will be -3 because -2 minus 1 will be I wrote a 2. -3. And then finally, opposite of -2 would be 2. All right. Question number 5 asks us to put these integers in order. Remember that the largest negative number will be the smallest number here, and the biggest positive number will be the largest number here. So we'll start with -17. It's our largest negative number, which means it'll be the smallest of all of our numbers. Then we'll look up and we'll see that we've got a -5, which would come next, and then we've got a -2. Remember, 0 then is bigger than the negative numbers, but smaller than the positive numbers. And so we've taken care of a -2, we've taken 0, and then just normal 6 and 11. And so we would be looking for -17, -5, -2, 0, 6, and 11.